Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over the Go Wild event, but we're going to be talking about mighty Pokemon as well as your daily adventure Incense and how there's going to be kind of two split paths for you to particularly have these mighty Pokemon spawn. They're going to be in the wild regardless, but I'm going to be giving you a few tips on how you can make the most of this and potentially not turn on your daily adventure Incense, use the roar of time and have it stuck there for like several hours and then you're locked. So let's go ahead and see what we have going on here so you can make up your mind, and we'll go over the details for these Pokemon here. This is going to be specifically for these details on the mighty Pokemon and the Galarian Birds, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and see here. So November 15th and November 16th, that is going to be for the Go Wild area global, okay? So that is going to be from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. local time. And we are going to be seeing different types of Pokemon spawning, specifically Dark and Fairy. They're going to be rotating hourly, regardless if you have a ticket or not, or Incense or not. They're just going to be kind of doing their thing with those different spawns. For the Dark types here, you're going to have various different ones. You are going to be seeing the new Pokemon introduced that is going to eventually evolve into Grimmsnarl. Of course, Grimmsnarl is going to be released in a Gigantamax form, so you will probably want to spend a lot of time doing those, okay? Because Grimmsnarl is actually going to be a pretty decent Pokemon. So those are your Dark type Pokemon spawns for everybody. Hourly shift, and then here's going to be the Fairy here, as well as the new Pokemon that's going to be in that too. So it's going to be spawning for both of the types, and it's also going to be introduced shiny, which is going to be fantastic. Now let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of this video here. So the mighty Pokemon. So on Saturday, these are the mighty Pokemon you're going to be seeing off of the Incense or in the wild, okay? We'll actually get into the Incense. These are going to be in the wild. So Saturday, you're going to be seeing Wigglytuff, Galarian Rapidash, Tyranitar, Mawile, Absol, Golurk, Hatena, Obstagoon, and Meowscarade. So it's unfortunate that they're not going to be coming with their Community Day moves or some sort of a legacy move. I know all of these don't have one, but they can be shiny, and the chance of them being a 100% IV is very high. I personally caught 3 of them last time. We're going to look at that in a minute. So this is going to be Saturday here, okay? Taking a look at Sunday, you're going to be seeing mighty Pokemon and just spawning. You have Alolan Ninetales, Galarian Weezing, Gramble, Houndoom, Gardevoir, Honchkrow, Garchomp, Drapion, and Weavile. All right, so if I had to pick a day, I think both of them have their good points, but I think Sunday's looking a little bit more juicy as far as usable Pokemon, as you do have Garchomp, Weavile, Ninetales, Galarian Weezing, Gramble, but of course there are going to be great ones for Sunday as well. All right, so there are the mighty Pokemon. Now we're going to get into more tips here as far as the daily Incense and why do you not want to use that, or maybe you do, okay? All right, so the Incense encounters for all trainers, the following Pokemon will be able to be encountered on the Incense during these days. So for both days during the Incense, you will be seeing Alolan Ninetales, Galarian, Rapidash, Tyranitar, Mawile, Absol, Garchomp, Drapion, Weavile, Hatena, and Meowscarade. And this is going to be, I do believe this is going to be for the paid ones, so ticket holders exclusive. So this is going to be for the people who paid for the ticket. You're going to be seeing Unknown D, H, I, and W. I do believe the new, there's going to be a new Unknown Shiny here. And then you're going to have various different spawns for the mighty Pokemon that we just went over. And then the nice perk here. But they didn't say if these are going to be able to be mighty or not. They just said that they're going to be able to spawn off of the Incense for paid ticket holders. You do have Uzi, Mesprit, and Azelf as well, okay? So look forward to those. They may take up a lot of your Pokeballs, so be prepared for that if they keep breaking out. All right, so what I want to go over is the fact that they do go into detail saying that the adventure effect or the adventure Incense will not spawn these mighty Pokemon when you are a ticket holder on both days, okay? That doesn't mean you're not going to be spawning event Pokemon. It's just you're not going to be spawning these mighty Pokemon as compared to a regular Incense, which is going to be bringing out some of these mighty Pokemon for certain days. So my tip for you is this. The key to catching these, they're going to be very difficult to catch, okay? The mighty Pokemon. and you're going to have these little balloons coming around, and you're going to be able to get the Safari Balls, which greatly increases the chance for you to catch difficult Pokemon, right? It's crazy because when I was using these Safari Balls against these mighty Pokemon, they would literally be caught probably on the first ball. I had one break out a couple of times, but aside from that, they would stay. Now, you can go down the regular Incense so you can get as many mighty Pokemon 100% IVs or even a Shundo as possible, or you can go down the route of the daily adventure Incense and try to get those Galarian Birds to spawn. If it's a shiny, well, they don't run. Just make sure you're going to be able to catch it and you have enough Pokeballs. If it's a not shiny, well, then you have a great chance for it to run away. But if you do have one of these Safari Balls, you will be able to probably catch it, okay? We went over this several times yesterday just briefly, but people were able to catch a whole lot of these last Go Wild event using the Safari Balls. So, you know, if you use your daily adventure Incense, it's not like you're not going to be able to see any mighty Pokemon because they still will be spawning in the wild. It's just the Incense for the daily adventure, you know, the one that lasts 15 minutes, will only spawn event Pokemon aside from the mighties. For whatever reason, I think the reason why they're doing that is so you can't benefit from both of these potential Shundos and the Galarian Birds at the same time because, well, no fun for you, Niantic says, okay? But just a little bit of a tip there. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm doing the daily adventure Incense with Roar of Time. I'm going to have it go for like 2 hours, don't care, and I'm going to see how many Galarian Birds I can spawn. You know, I'm going to have my Go Plus going, so hopefully it doesn't go for them right away because I can have a spawn of like 10 Pokemon around me, and then the damn Incense would spawn a freaking Galarian Bird, and it'll go right for that son of a gun. And of course, it'll make it run. I did Go Plus one before, though. So there is my tips, okay? Again, I'm going to be going down the Galarian Bird route, so I don't know what you want to do. And it's not guaranteed. There is no thing that says, oh, the Galarian Birds are going to appear more frequently. It's just a chance. All right, but with that said, let's go ahead and throw this video up here. So we're going to look at some of my mighty Pokemon and just see what we have. So my 100% IVs have been on fire ever since this new grind has came out. I have just been catching a whole bunch. So this Dragonite here was caught on the last Safari event, or the Go Wild event, I should call it. 100% IV, caught with the Safari Ball, as you can see here, and it is a 100% IV. I haven't done anything with it because I've already have 100 Dragonite. I already had like several of them, but it's still cool. Also got this Galvantula as well. All right, hand caught them, of course, because you can't go plus with the Safari Ball, even if you have it modded up. And then we do have this Tyrantrum, which I did in fact max out, and I don't know why I named it Awesome, but I guess I was really happy. So yeah, you got a bunch of cool things out here in the wild, and it's going to be pretty fun. And you're also going to have the you know, Gigantamax going on, so that's pretty great. This Dragapult was not caught during that event. That was actually a daily spawn, obviously in its basic form, but it was a daily spawn. Crazy. So this Galarian Articuno was Go Plus in the line at Qdoba. I did get this one through the pay task, the Zapdos Shiny. It was actually shiny. I can't believe it. Traded these, mirror traded them, but we're good to go. But I do want the shiny Articuno, as that's going to be the last shiny that I do need for this collection here. And I just want a couple of more because I do believe that we are going to be seeing a rotation sooner than later on the daily adventure Incense for the rare Pokemon, which are going to be these Galarian Birds, into these new Paradox type of Pokemon. And I don't know, maybe in a year or something. I know that's not soon, but you never know, right? So better to stack these up now because I don't think they'll ever bring these out into the raids. Never say never, right? Money knows no bounds, okay, with these people, so you never know. But hey, with that said, I just wanted to throw that out there and give you a couple of tips so you're prepared going into this. Have your mind ready and you're not like scrambling to what should I do? You know, what I'm going to be doing mostly, honestly, is going to be doing a lot of the Grimmsnarl raids. My Go Plus is going to be on in the background. I might take a break and, you know, just grind for some mighty Pokemon. But aside from that, it's going to be all about those Dynamax and Gigantamax because I'm almost finished with my level and I'm going to have to complete 100 max battles. So that's going to be perfect. The timing's perfect. I'm going to be out there grinding my butt off, finishing off those kilometers and those rocket grunts. With that said, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.